If you've been scrolling through endless grill options, comparing burners, square footage, and whether you even need a rear burner, you know how overwhelming it can get. You've probably imagined the perfect backyard showdown, friends gathered, the smell of searing steak, and that moment when you realize the grill you bought can't actually fit the island you've been planning. That hesitation, that "what if I'm stuck with the wrong thing" feeling is exactly why I'm breaking down the BODEGA 5-burner built-in island head today. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the kind of setup this grill lives in. It's not a freestanding cart you can wheel out for a weekend camping trip. This is a 30-inch stainless steel slab meant to sit flush with your countertops, a centerpiece for an outdoor kitchen that already has a countertop, side cabinets, maybe even a sink. If you've already invested in a concrete pad or a stone island, the BODEGA unit slots right in, and the design lets you hide the propane tank under the counter or even run a natural gas line if you prefer. For people who love the idea of a seamless cooking surface that looks like part of the architecture, that integration alone is a huge value driver. Now, the real question, does it actually deliver when you fire it up? The 5 burners collectively push 58,000 BTUs, which translates to a solid heat-up time even when you're trying to get a sear on a thick ribeye while also warming a tray of veggies on the side. I've seen a lot of high BTU claims that sound impressive on paper but fall flat when the grill is loaded. With this BODEGA model, the front burners respond quickly. You can go from a low simmer for a delicate fish to a full blast for a steak without noticeable lag. The rear burner is a game-changer for indirect cooking. Think a low and slow pork shoulder or a chicken rotisserie. The included stainless steel rotisserie kit fits the rear burner perfectly, so you can set a whole bird on the spit, let the motor turn it, and watch the skin crisp evenly while the juices stay locked inside. One of the most practical strengths is the cooking surface area, just shy of 1,000 square inches. That's enough room for a family-size pizza, a couple of burger patties, and a pan of grilled corn all at once. In real-world terms, it means you can host a backyard game day without having to shuffle plates around or run a second grill. The easy clean grease tray slides out with a single motion, and because it's stainless steel, you don't have to worry about rust after a season of rain. The smart control knobs are clearly labeled, and the ignition is a push button that reliably sparks even after a cold night. But the grill isn't without its trade-offs. Because it's built-in, you need to be ready for a bit of installation work. It isn't a plug-and-play unit you can set on a patio table. You'll have to route either a propane hose or a natural gas line to the back, and the rear burner adds a little extra clearance requirement. You can't shove a low wall right up against it or you'll lose that indirect heat zone. For renters or folks who only have a small slab of concrete, this could become a costly hurdle. Also, the stainless steel finish, while sleek, can show fingerprints and water spots if you don't wipe it down regularly, which is something I've heard a few owners mention as a minor annoyance. Who should walk away? If you're looking for a portable grill to take on the beach or a compact unit for a balcony, this isn't the right match. Its weight alone, easily over 100 pounds, means you'll need at least 2 people to maneuver it into place, and you'll need a permanent spot to mount it. Likewise, if your outdoor space is limited to a tiny patio, you might find the 30-inch width a bit overwhelming, especially when you factor in the side clearance for the rear burner. On the flip side, if you already have a built-in kitchen layout, enjoy entertaining larger groups, and want the flexibility to grill, roast, and rotisserie without juggling multiple appliances, this BODEGA head fits the bill nicely. Let's walk through a typical weekend scenario to illustrate the practical strengths. Saturday afternoon, you're prepping a mixed grill for a backyard birthday. You fire up the front burners to a high heat for a quick sear on thick-cut steaks, while you slide a large aluminum pan of sliced potatoes onto the second burner at a medium temperature. The third burner holds a wok for quick-cook veggies, the fourth runs a low flame for a pot of simmering sauce, and the rear burner is set to indirect heat with the rotisserie kit loading a whole chicken. Within 10 minutes, the steaks are ringing with that caramelized crust, the potatoes are golden, the veggies are crisp tender, the sauce is reduced, and the chicken is rotating, skin turning a perfect amber. All of this happens